It says live. There's a red button. That seems pretty lively. Hey guys, I don't know if anyone's here yet. I'm just pulling up the thing. Trying to figure out how this works. Let's see, live now. It's me. Oh, it says I'm sideways. How do I undo? Why am I sideways? I guess I could just... That doesn't seem like long-term success though. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how to... If anyone knows how to change this, tell me. I've been not sideways before. Let's see. What if I press this? Let's see. Stream manager, edit stream info, hide chat. I don't want to hide chat. Maybe stream manager. I see nothing about being sideways. Okay, that's probably not what I want to do then. Let's see if I can get out of stream manager. Oh, I've done it now. Let's see. Hello from San... No, that's the other way. Dang it. How do I... Okay, am I gonna... I've done it this way before. Like, I've done it landscape before. I'm staring at it like the answer is suddenly gonna manifest itself to me, but I might concede defeat here in a second. Flip it. Huh. Yeah, maybe I just... I mean, I'm not sideways, so I am, in answer your question, am I in OBS, I am obviously not. That's a horrible pun. No, I'm not even that fancy. I just flipped. I swear I've done it in landscape before. You guys don't care. I'm Patrick Seitz. I'm bad at technology, but you probably already figured that out. Well, let me check this. Can you at least hear me? Am I at least, like... audible? I hope I'm not sideways and mute. Okay, good. So at least I got that going for me. Good morning. I know some people said they're in from Ohio, in from San Francisco. Let's see if anyone else is saying where else they are in from. If I missed it while I was struggling with technology here. Let's see. Oh, I'm sideways. That was the first one. Very true. Oh, zub, Ohio, San Francisco, South Carolina, New York, Malaysia, Virginia, wow, Egypt, wow, like, dang, the Netherlands, the UK, Israel, what am I trying to say here? I'm amazed to have people clicked on this even here in the States. So thank you no matter where you're watching from. But I must say it's a surprise that I've got anyone tuning in internationally for my face and then way too much headroom above me. If you're just tuning in, I had it sideways and couldn't figure out how to fix it. It was in portrait mode. It was pretty nice. But I was sideways and I couldn't fix it. So I just rotated the phone and that's where it's at. So today is a mixture of things. I'm also going to try to actually look where the camera is, but it's hard for me to remember because I'm old. Today's a mixture of things. It's me talking to you guys, but it's also me signing Streamily prints for people that have purchased them. If any of you are here because you have prints coming, that's going to be happening. I'll be doing some signing, doing some talking, doing some signing, back and forth. And as I sign them, I will hold them up for proof of life, although knowing me, I'll probably hold them outside of frame because I'm used to landscape and that's not how it is today. No, I will actually look and make sure I'm holding them up where they can be seen. Excuse me. If any of you ordered prints and asked for a little doodle, a little drawing, that is a excuse me, early phlegmy. I'm really helping it by having a nice dairy-filled matcha latte. I've got my bougie drink here. As I was saying, if you guys did order something with a little doodle, I'll be doing those separately because you guys really don't need to stare at me as I make that face for 10 minutes as I try to draw a thing and not mess up. So they will happen. They will just happen after the fact, affording me the slight dignity-saving face of doing it off camera. Let me put this back down. Got my markers. Got the prints. There was a thing when I opened Twitch, it was like, oh, you can stream in portrait mode now. And I'm like, well, that's cool, but I imagine I have to like toggle something to make that true. Apparently not. It just decided that's how I was going to rock today. So, welcome to where the thought bubbles live. Oh, thank you for the shirt. Compliment. It was me, Dio. Because it always is. I bought 2 of these shirts when I saw them, because I knew I was going to wear it way too much. I wanted to forestall that day when I take it out of the dryer and it falls to pieces someday, so. Awesome. Looking at things. Some people got prints. Some people are like, I'll get prints later. King Dark Cacao. That is I. I love Cookie Run so much. I don't know if any of you guys, for the Cookie Run fans among you, the night before last, I think, because time has no meaning now, in South Korea, they had a Cookie Run Kingdom concert, like a live concert that got streamed in the moment. I don't think it's up anywhere archived, I don't think, but I know I haven't gone looking because I watched it live in the middle of the night. But it was amazing. The music is amazing, and it just reminded me that in the words of the young people, the Cookie Run Kingdom music slaps. It is a bop. And by it, I mean all of them. Like, all the songs are so good. Like, I remember when I first started playing Cookie Run Kingdom, I'm like, man, this music is really good. Also, these graphics are really good, and the VO is really good, and the stories are, like, everything's really good. I'm just a Cookie Run Kingdom simp. But not even because I'm in it. I mean, I am in it, and I love it. But it's just a really good game. So hopefully some of you guys got to watch the concert and hear the music, because it was mwah, chef's kiss. It was great. What else is going on? I'm trying to think of things I was going to tell you guys. Dio Prince, as those of you that follow me at all online, and why would you? I'm old, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm sort of slowly segueing over to prints, so people have been like, hey, do you have a print of this? Do you have a print of that? Are you going to have a print of this character? The general answer is maybe. I'm sort of putting out the feelers very slowly. I definitely don't want to find myself in a situation where I'm like, here's 8,000 prints, and then find out that people care about like 3 characters and the other 7,997. They're like, bleh. So I'm getting there, but I'm old and slow moving, like a cute little old sloth. But I'm getting there. I'm working on it. Also, I've got, speaking of sloths, there we go, Sloth in the background. I've also got Sugar Gnome. I've also got a Bear Jelly, who is partially in the shot. I'm going to move him. He was more in the shot before I had to flip Bear Jelly. Let's see. I want to make sure he doesn't fall. Is that... There we go. He's sort of behind me, but he's there. I just like knowing I've got my posse behind me, even if you can't see them. Let's see. Looking at the chat comments real quick, because I'm not good at this. Over there for the Dark Cacao part. It was archived. Okay, good. Someone's saying it was archived, so it is something that you can find and watch, which I'm glad for, because it was really great. I will hopefully remember to look for that and post that later. I'll share that on Twitter just so people can. It's on the YouTube channel. Well, that's even better than it being on my Twitter. That's way more definitive. Good. I will still link to it just so people can find that. But I'm glad that it's a thing. Look at the thing. People asking about favorite this, favorite that. I'll tell you, I've been doing this for a long time. Over 20 years now I've been a voice actor. And recently I made the decision that new year, new me. Well, new year, same old me. But it's time to make a new demo. So I've been sifting through clips of my work over the years, and it's a nice reminder. It's like, wow, I've worked on some cool stuff. Like, that was cool, and that was cool, and that thing was cool, and that was cool. But also, it adds to my list of media to watch, because suddenly I'm like, oh man, Beastars, I never got to see all that. That's going on the list. Oh man, such and such, I never got to the end of that. That's going on the list. So, the never-ending media list is getting even longer. But it's really cool seeing clips from stuff like Beastars where I'm able to watch all of it, because in addition to watching, you know, digging through the moments of my own stuff, which, you know, okay, it's me, whatever, I get to hear my peers be really good at what they do. And that's just a constant, nice little dopamine hit. It's nice when you can observe your friends being good at things and celebrate them. And I feel like, especially with acting of any stripe, you're sort of in a prime position to be able to do that. You're like, wow, that was really good. You're really good. You're great. Oh my gosh. I hope it never sounds ingenuous when I do it, because I don't play that game. It's too exhausting just to like shovel out compliments. So if you ever see me losing my mind about somebody, I actually mean it. So, yeah, I'm gonna look at the comments real quick. More people watch from the UK. It's cool. It's got a little thing that pops up. It says first time chat. I'm still figuring out how Twitch works. I always tell myself, and I'm not even making the promise this year, I'm always like, new year, I'm going to get on Twitch, I'm going to do the thing. But here's the thing. I don't think you would probably know it from me babbling here right now, but I'm an introvert by nature, and especially when it comes time to play a video game, like, I just want to play a thing and not talk and play some difficult game that is somehow, that's how I relax, by playing a really difficult game. Like, hey, I've had a stressful day, let's play a super hard game. Maybe someday I'll be a VTuber. Like an actual potato, and then you won't have to look at my face, and I can just stream with impunity, not have to worry about combing my hair. That's the goal. That's the dream. Be an actual VTuber. Potato. Maybe a term. Mostly potato. I guess I should sign some stuff. I should mix it up. I should show you guys, because this is new. This is what the Dio prints. There's two designs of Dio print, but that's what one of them looks like. It's the torso. It's the stolen body. Dio has stolen the body. Let me give the paint pens another shake just to make sure the paint does not... I love these things. They're very cool as far as how they show up on like prints, on Funko Pop boxes, but they are a little persnickety. I have a lot of them, because I feel like after you open them once, they kind of dry up. So like even if you cap them and take care of them, so I feel like they're sort of one and done. Anyhow, it's more about paint pens than you probably care to know. Let me see what the first print is, who it's going to. All right, this first print is going to, also, I should mention, just, I'll try to mention it sort of periodically as we go, but I'm one of those people where if I try to talk while I'm writing a thing down, I will write the thing I'm saying. It's embarrassing and probably not what people want on their prints. So, as I'm signing the prints periodically, I will have a moment of silence as my brain tries to do one thing at a time, which is, you know, one thing is sort of the maximum. This first print is going to Jacob, and it's a Dio print. They've asked for a favorite quote, a special message. Go crazy. I know what I'm going to do. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Pen is doing the thing. All right. You can tell I'm writing because of the squeak. All right. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Let's see. All right. This one's for Jacob. It's got the quote about how many breads have you eaten in your life, and I drew a little loaf of bread, Dio, which I love drawing, and I will draw it whenever given the opportunity. Mark that one off as done. Sweet, sweet. Do another one while I've got this good thing going. I remember how pens work. So I'll do a couple, and then I'll talk, and I'll do a couple, and I'll talk. So this next one is for Tyler. It is one of the dark cacao prints, which I really love the artwork of. That's super cool. Tyler, you've asked for a doodle. Like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, I will do the doodle, but I will do the doodle separately, just so y'all don't have to watch me sweating bullets about my drawing skills in real time. Cool. There's that one. A little proof of life for you, Tyler. Mark that off. And then I'll do a third one, and then we'll get back to Chen to you guys. This one is another dark cacao print, and this one is for Hannah. 2 N's, 2 A's, 1 H. So not a palindrome, but very balanced nonetheless. Cool. Hannah, this one is for you. Cap the pen. Let's see what's going on in the comments section. Let's see. Let me just scroll up a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Favorite part of the concert? You know, the concert was so good. Like, the music is really good. And as one thing I realized watching the Cookie Run Kingdom concert is that, you know, when you're playing the game, a lot of times you're just tabbing to the next thing you're doing. So the music is cool and you're hearing a little bit of it, but you're not like sort of stopping everything to just sit there and sort of soak it up. So it was nice hearing some of that music that I'm used to only getting in little chunks and just being like, nothing to do, nothing to click, just letting it sort of wash over me. That said, I really, really, really like Hall of the Ancient Heroes. I was worried there for a moment when it got to a certain point in the concert and I hadn't heard it, but then they played it, so I was like, okay, good. There was a partial set list on the YouTube channel saying like, hey, these songs and more. So I was definitely watching them all appear as they went. But all the music is a bop. I mean, it's sort of like that meme about Tarzan. Like, okay, Phil Collins, it's a movie about a guy that like lives in a tree and swings from branches. You don't have to go that hard. And then it's got like the guy sitting at the piano and the piano's on fire. That's how I feel about the music for Cookie Run Kingdom. Like, I'm glad they went that hard. They didn't have to go that hard, but they went that hard. And more power to them. I'll take a sip of my bougie matcha latte. Yep. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let's see what's going on in the things. Looking here, people asking about working on Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue is great. Can't name a favorite moment. Blaze Blue is the gift that kept on giving. I will mention people have been like, you gonna do a Blaze Blue print? And I will probably do a Blaze probably do a Blaze Blue print. I'll probably do a Blaze Blue print because people love Ragna and people seem to keep loving Ragna. So, yeah, I guess I would be a fool not to. Let's see, look at the comments real quick. Zob, 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 zob. Why do the paint markers or pens squeak when they write? That's how they manifest joy. They're so happy to be used. It's their one purpose in life and they're getting to do it. So it's like a little hooray from the paint marker. Let's see, looking at the comments. Any interest in playing Pizza Tower? I have interest in eating a tower made of pizza. I do not know the game Pizza Tower, but it's one of those where you like have to make the pizzas, because I feel like that would frustrate me. I would just want to eat the pizza. I will say, in my youth, in my early days, when I was 21 or thereabouts, living in LA, living in Westwood over by UCLA, and there was this pizza place that had just opened up, and Westwood definitely did not need another pizza place, but they were open till 4 in the morning. And that was their strength, because it would get to be about midnight, other restaurants would close, and the college kids would be perhaps too drunk to go out and fend for themselves. So from midnight onward, like, they did crazy business. And so I was delivering pizzas from like 8 at night until 4 in the morning. But just in a very, very concentrated, small boundary neighborhood of like the immediate, UCLA environs. That was an experience. I often thought to myself, like, you're probably going to get tired of pizza. And I never did. I'm glad, because I would hate if that job had ruined pizza for me. Pizza's still great. I love pizza. Clearly, I look like a guy who still enjoys pizza, but I do. Let's see, looking at the thing. Pizza Tower's soundtrack is... See, I'm going to have to check out Pizza Tower now, because you're hitting me where I live. You're mentioning the soundtrack being good. I'm like, okay. Favorite story or world in Cookie Run? I like them all. I like the stuff... I like the stuff with I have nicknames for all of them. I love the ones with Erica Mendez Cookie, as we get to be pirates and get treasure. I love the stuff with Holly Berry. I love the stuff with, obviously, the Dark Cacao Kingdom. I love it all. It's so great. Looking at the comments. Ooh, someone's like, hey, that's me. I got to watch my print get signed. That's the system works. That's what this is all about. I'm so glad. Someone asks if I'm attending any cons this year. As of right now, no. That might change. I haven't actually been to a convention since COVID started. The last convention I was at was PAX East in late February of 2020. And at that point, it's weird looking back, because everyone's like, oh yeah, there's this thing going around, so here's some hand sanitizer. But like, no one was wearing masks. There was no sense of like, hey, this is an airborne thing. It was all like, hey, we're going to take photos with people. Come here, let's get in here. Let's take a photo, and here's some hand sanitizer. So it's a very weird little slice of the historical record there. And then I got home, and 2 weeks later, they're like, everyone's going to stay at home today. And by today, we mean next week and next month of the whole next 2 years. So as of now, no cons, but I'm sure I will be getting back on that horse at some point. Looking at highlighted messages, Cacao's voice kind of scares you a little bit with his yelling and growling. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, but I'm glad it's effective. I'm glad it's affecting. It's very weird, because in World of Warcraft and in Hearthstone, I was not the original voice of Arthas for Warcraft 3, but for World of Warcraft and onward, I've been the voice of Arthas. And so it's very weird for me over the years going from being the prodigal son who wants the power and goes about it the wrong way with Arthas to now I'm the father with my Werther's original candies being like, do not do the thing, my son. And he's like, I'm going to do it, Dad. You can't stop me. So I feel like I've gone full circle. That's the circle of life. I get to be the gruff dad who has regrets now, instead of the kid who's trying to do the wrong thing and take the soul jam. Let's see. Looking at the comments real quick. I have not watched all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That is one that goes on my list, and I chip away at it. The early stuff I knew pretty well, because the early stuff I was doing some of the script adapting on. So part 1 I watched all of. Part 2, I think I eventually got through all of part 3, but then I got to the part where like, I don't know what's going on. But also, when you're Dio, you're at the bottom of the ocean for 100 years. You're not necessarily up to date with everything that's going on. So I'm very method about it. I was like, put me in a box and put me at the bottom of the pool for 100 years and then bring me up. Let's see, looking at things. Reading the comments. Little sugar gnome in the background. Yes, there's the sugar gnome and, of course, the bear jelly. They're both great. Let's see, if you like the soundtrack, if you thought about getting the soundtrack from the shop. I hadn't thought about getting the soundtrack from the shop, but I should, because I love the soundtrack. So I probably will, or maybe I already have. I don't remember. It's already been bought. It's here. I just haven't listened to it here yet. When Cookie Run Kingdom opened its shop, this house may have spent some cash. So apparently it's already bought. But I could buy it again. Buy for the second time. You guys should buy for the first time. Let's see, looking at the pizza, people talking about pizza, whatever. Do you Loxus print? Yeah, I would. If I can gauge that there's sufficient interest to do it. There's a Loxus Funko Pop, and people seem to be hype about that. So I think the interest is there. It's weird. It's hard to know what is going to. I mean, sort of talking about like I did with Blaze Blue and Ragna. You never know as an actor what's gonna have legs and what people are gonna be hype about and continue to be hype about, and what sort of like you think, oh, this thing's gonna be really big, and then it comes and goes, and everyone's like, yeah, cool, bye, and then this other thing we're like, and then that ends up hitting. Especially now, especially with anime now, with so much stuff being simuldub. I mean, back in the day, the thing would come out in Japan, we'd have a couple years to wait, people would fan sub it in the meantime, it would have some hype going, and then we'd finally get it, and it'd already sort of have a built-in, audience already, and I feel like now, with the exception of stuff that was based on a manga, and the manga's already out, and it's had some time to sort of percolate, stuff just sort of hits the ground running, and either people love it, or they don't, but there's not that like pre-sense of hype of like such and such thing is coming. So I don't know. It's interesting to sit back and watch and see what's big, what's not. I know Chainsaw Man's super big right now. I'm like, is Chainsaw Man gonna be big in a year? Who knows? Let's find out together. Still have not watched that either. It's going on the list of the eternally never shortening list of things I need to watch, because for every one thing that I cross off the list, 3 other things pop on the list. First world problems. Let me look at the comments real quick. Someone's getting over COVID, right? Oh, yes. Dark Respite. I know who you are. I'm so sorry. I hope that you are taking it easy and drinking lots of liquids, and I don't even know what else, but I mean, to be fair, I'd hope those things for you anyway. I want people to take it easy and drink lots of liquids, so, especially when you're sick. Oh, look at things. People talking about cons, missing cons. Did I end up playing Elden Ring? Yes, I did. I played me some Elden Ring. I finally got through it. I did not beat Melania with a Dance Dance Revolution pad or a banana hooked up to electrodes. It was all I could do to do it with a regular controller. I had to switch out my my loadout. I forget what I was using, but I was using a thing that was not good for defeating her. I think I ended up talking to Lucian Dodge and finding out what he was using, if memory serves, and then I was able to do it, but I love games like that, but I am not the person who's going through on like a no-hit all bosses combo run. It's very much, I sort of muddle my way through. Oh, I'm wrong. It wasn't Lucian Dodge, it was Brandon McInnes. He's the one that showed me the loadout that he was using. That's right. Thank you, Unseen Producer. Thank you, Hand of the Economy. Do I have any shiny Pokemon? I have a lot of shiny Pokemon. I have many. I'm trying to remember which ones I have that are shiny. I've got some shiny Chikoritas. I've got some shiny Eevees. I've got some shiny Fampies. Here's the thing. I've got like many, many dozens. I just don't remember what I have off the top of my head. It's usually ones where I love them. I'm like, oh, I love you, such and such. I can't get rid of you. So instead of having like one shiny of each, it's me having like 30 of a thing and then not having anything else. So little lopsided, the old Pokedex here in this house. Let's see, looking at the comments. This doesn't seem like a stream anymore. It seems like a lot of friends coming together and waiting for their uncle to give you presents. Well, I guess I should sign some of these then so some presents can actually go out. Let me switch over to the thing. Oh, you know what? I will scroll down to the bottom of the current comments and then I will switch over. Let's see, people asking, have I ever played a Pokemon game? Yes. Played a lot of Go. Watched Snap being played. I still have to play that. Have I played Life is Strange? I played a little bit of it, but then the song happened at the beginning and I bailed. Walking Dead I've played some of, but not all of, because I know there's a bunch of that. Beyond Two Souls, is that? No. Is that the one? No. No, I'm thinking of Detroit Beyond Human. Opinion on the other ancient cookies, and do I have a favorite? Well, Pure Vanilla Cookie is so pure. I mean, he's great. Also, in English, he's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, so my heart immediately is taken. But Holly Berry Cookie's great, voiced by Elizabeth Maxwell. She's she's old and fearless and a functional alcoholic kind of. But she's great, and I love her performance. In this house, you know, whenever she says any line where she's got the "Mwaha" at the end of it, I just do it along with her because I can't help myself. That's what I'm talking about when you're a fan of your friends, the people you work with, because you're like, man, that's such a great read. Oh, I love it. And that is definitely the case with, you know, so many of the cookies, but them in particular. Let's see, looking at the comments. Hello from Tennessee. Hello, welcome. People talking about some Pokemon and COVID recovery, which is good. Looking at the things. Somebody thought that Pure Vanilla was voiced by the guy does Anduin Rin. I could see that. I could see someone hearing that and being like, that's Josh Keaton. A similar sort of vocal neighborhood. So that makes sense. Looking at the things. Yes, also I love the time when Dark Cacao got a little tipsy and tried to fight a tree. As long as we're talking about Hollyberry. That memory, I like that moment a lot. Switch over to some prints. Let's see what is going on with the prints. Make sure I've got the right one. I do. Excellent. So this next one is another Dark Cacao print. Let's see. This one is for Star Kingo. Simple phrase, maybe a dad joke, like a bad dad joke, but if not, that's okay. I can definitely put a dad joke on there. Let's see. The squeaks mean it's working. All right. Dear Star Kingo, why is Dark Choco Cookie so sullen all the time? Because he has a chocolate chip on his shoulder. Bam. It's a pretty bad dad joke. Well, the thing about dad jokes is the worse it is, kind of the better it is too. So, mission accomplished. Nice. Marking that one off. Then we're back to a Dio print. I'll do that while I'm here. I remember the sense of freedom and endless possibility I had the day that I found out that you didn't have to be a dad to tell dad jokes. Like, it wasn't the exclusive purview of actual fathers. It just was a more of a state of mind and maybe a general age thing. And I was like, good. I love me the dad jokes. I love me the puns. I used to be an English teacher for a couple of years. I taught in my old high school. So, you know, it's on brand. I'm not here making math jokes. Mostly because I don't understand math well enough to make math jokes. All right, this next print is for Austin. What's happening, Austin? Right. Dio rejecting his humanity, which, it's a Sunday, it's a weekend, it's early, I get it. So I got that one signed for you, Austin. Let me mark that off. And then this next one, doing an orange as per the request. So let me give the old marker a shake here for a second. While I do, I'll check the comments again. Not that you can probably hear me talking over the shaking of the marker, but hey. Let's see. This marker squeaks volumes. Autism Raptor, you're not wrong. And I'm here for that kind of pun. I could see a version of things where Dark Cacao and Dark Choco face off, and Dark Cacao is just telling dad joke after dad joke, and that's why Dark Cacao is trying to murder him. Like, even as he gets hit and falls off the wall, he's like, one more dad joke. That's odd. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Dark Cacao is kind of awkward sometimes. Well, yes. Yes, he is. He tries hard, but he's definitely got some family issues to work out. Let's see. Looking at the comments. Have I seen Turning Red? Yes, I have. I like it a lot. I need to watch it again. I've only seen it the once. I really liked Turning Red. I don't think I knew about it before it came out much. Like, I didn't sort of see it on the proverbial horizon, and then it existed. I'm like, what is this? But it's great. What's my favorite Disney movie? I don't know. I don't know what my favorite Disney movie is. I don't know if I can have a favorite. I like Moana a lot. Do I have a favorite? I don't know. I have to think about that. Also, though, as I say, I have to think about that. I don't know why thinking about that is necessarily going to get me any closer to an actual answer. So I'm going to say I'm going to think about that. But my thinking about that might not actually result in me knowing the answer to it later. But I'm going to think about that. You've told awful jokes for the last time, Father. Oh my God, I can hear him saying that now. I also like the part about Holly Berry cracking up, because she's old. Yeah, she'd get the jokes. She could probably tell a good dad joke. Holly Berry Cookie is an honorary dad, to my mind. Like Pedro Pascal. He's your daddy. Let's see. Scrolling. Avocado Cookie would make good puns. Avocado Cookie does make good puns. I feel like Avocado Cookie was the first cookie I, met. Or almost the first cookie I met when I started playing. I'm like, what is this? This is great. Avocado Cookie. Pancake Cookie. Or Squirrel Baby Cookie, as I call them. Let's see. All right, this next print is in orange, as per the request. Oops. Cool. This one didn't have a name attached, but they wanted the quote in orange, as per the request. Mark that one off. I got another Dio print that I will knock out while I'm here. I say while I'm here like I'm going somewhere else, but you know what I mean. While my mind is focused on it. This one is for Chris. There was no message requested, so I drew a little Dio bread loaf there at the bottom. He kind of looks like an angry bear, because I'm not good at drawing, but he's a bread loaf. Just so you know. He's the Dio bread loaf. Sour Dio. He's sour Dio. Because sourdough. I'm going to sign one more of these Dio prints, and I'll switch back to looking at the comments and responding accordingly. Someone says they pulled Pure Vanilla and Hollyberry only by getting their soul stones. It was pain and suffering. Hey, man, whatever gets you across the finish line. Sometimes you do it incrementally, and that's fine. Sweet. This one for Isela. There you go. Print signed. Actually, no, I'm going to do one more while I'm here. This one is another dark cacao cookie print for Alexandria. Alexandria. There you go. Switch back over to the chat. Let's see what's going on here. Reading the comments. Reading the comments. Dad, energy never stops. Nope. Can't. Won't. Shan't. Let's see. Looking at the comments. Reading. Hello, Conquail. Conquail. Hello. It's the 70th anniversary of Peter Pan. Wow, that's a long time of never growing up. Let's see. Look at things. People cheering. Go back, reading comments. A lot of people do it. I try to read the comments. I mean, I know I don't catch everything, but I like to try. What's my opinion on Wildberry? I like Wildberry. He's so straight-laced and strong. I like that. I mean, I'm like him even if he weren't straight-laced and strong, but it's a good energy. And I like his headband. I like that he punches real hard. I don't know. I like him. He seems good. I don't know if he's currently on my team, because I think I've got Don Carlos on my team right now. But Wildberry has definitely been on the roster for my arena teams. So I like him as a character, and he's useful. So yeah. What's my opinion on Kill I Kill? Kill I Kill was super fun. Kill I Kill was definitely one of those shows where I didn't know what I was getting myself into, and then I went in for my first 4-hour session and just screamed, and then came out of my first 4-hour session and went straight to the scheduling people and like, I'm just going to do 2-hour sessions from now on because that was a lot. But I love it. It's great. It's pretty bonkers. And that was my first time getting to work with Erica Mendez in any sort of extended capacity. I remember sometimes I would have sessions, right after hers. I remember her coming out of a session. I'd be like, I just heard you scream a lot. Because even though the booths are soundproof, you're screaming a lot. In the same way, I'm sure that the people after me could hear me screaming a lot. And I was just like, respect. I don't know you, but you just screamed a lot. So good on you. She's great. Can't say enough nice things about Erica Mendez. Just unbelievably talented and no ego. And she's amazing. Amazing. I do a lot of screaming. You are not wrong. It's nice having a niche like that. Be like, hey, I'm the screamy guy. But then sometimes you're like, oh, I'm the screamy guy. That's a lot. I remember a couple years ago, for those of you that watch My Hero Academia, there was that fight that Endeavor and Hawks had against the high-end Nomu. And I recorded that episode literally like the day before going in for hernia surgery. hernias that were probably exacerbated probably partially by screaming like crazy for 20 plus years. So I was just like, it's an interesting thing about my life and my work. I'm like, man, before I go in to repair this thing that I partially did to myself by screaming a bunch, I'm going to be screaming a ton. So we were very careful about that episode to make sure it was like, okay, let's preview a couple times. Let's see if we can get it in one take, blah, blah. Anyhow, that's just me, pointing out the fact that it's a double-edged sword, being able to scream, being able to do creature stuff, because it means people will hire you to do that, but it also means sometimes people will only hire you to do that. Like, hey, we could have you be this character that, like, talks and uses verbs and acts, or we could have you be the 9-foot tall guy with the bloody fangs because we need someone to do it. So, again, first world problems, but, there's a flip side of the coin to everything, basically. Looking at the comments, my body cannot contain the screams. It's true. It's, in many respects, it is true. Looking at the thing, doop doop doop, screaming is fun. Screaming has its moments. Your buff characters. I like that I can be buff in the voicing, if not in real life, so that's fun. Look at the thing. You're locking the nether gotchas terrible. You never got the cookies and the nether banners. Were the nether banners? Those were the tough ones. Yeah. If I'm remembering right, I wasn't great at those either. So, and I also have to admit, and here in front of God and everybody, the BTS events, I wailed pretty hard at the end because I wanted to get the things. I wanted to fill out the tickets for some of the songs. I really enjoyed rhythm games. Thinking of maybe making Dark Cacao's sword. That's pretty cool. But are you going to put like actual grape soul jam in it? That's the question. I think you should put actual grape jam in it. I would. But also I don't know how to make things. It would be sticky and a mess. So maybe don't follow my advice on that. Let's see. Looking out. The Prince. Sign a couple more of those. Oh no, first, a sip of my bougie drink. It's weird. You spend your whole life thinking that you don't like the flavor of a thing, and then somebody makes a version of it, you're like, oh, now I have to like it. Case in point, I've never liked grapefruit. Hated grapefruit. Love citrus. Can't stand grapefruit. Think it tastes bitter. Make the face when I have to drink it, etc., etc. And then I found this place that makes this, like, grapefruit coffee tonic drink. And I was all like, it's grapefruit. I want the grapefruit drink. Started drinking it. Can't stop. Won't stop. I mean, eventually I will because I'll stop making it. But, like, now I like grapefruit. At least in that form. At least with, like, sweetener and water and coffee mixed into it. You think you know yourself. And one day you wake up and you like grapefruit. I don't know. This one is for Sergio coming up. Another Dio print. This one had many mudas. There you go, Sergio. I'll do another couple while I'm here. I love it when we see our prints getting signed live. It's like cheering your friend who got an award. Oh, that's so pure. This one coming up, another Dio print for Tristan. Tristan. Proof of signature. Mark that one off. Let's So I have to say, it's a really nice comprise. The convention signing, autograph is nice. You know, always get stuff stuck on my own table. But that is true. That is a fair point, especially if going to conventions, if you were someone that also has a table. It's sort of hard to get away and do your own thing and do your own shopping sometimes. So it is a nice, I mean, clearly meeting in person is still sort of the gold standard. But I'm just glad that technology has advanced such that we can have stuff like this as sort of that, you know, that in between. Because if it were seeing people in person or nothing, you know, while I'm not at conventions, it would be whittled down to nothing. And not that I do a ton of these, but it's still, you know, it's nice being able to have that form of communication. So I like it. I ain't knocking it. I'll do one more of these Dio prints while I'm here. This one is, a couple people got this one, the sort of the close-up Dio face. I like this one too, though. This one I drew another tiny little sour Dio, bread Dio loaf. Didn't have a name on it, so I thought I'd add a little Dio bread. And actually, you know what? Do one more here. It's got some Mudas on it. It's never too early for Mudas. This one is for Doug. Maybe the real print shipping fees of the friends we made along the way. I like that. This one is for Doug. Bam. Can't go wrong with the Mudas. And let me switch back over to the comments. Let's see. We're all sitting in a bar while you just make us some cocktails. I am not a good mixer. You would not want that. I would just be like, here's some ginger ale. Knock yourself out. Let's see, look at things. Reading the comments. Love to get a print from you and Joshua David King, but right now I can't. He's got a hologram print. Does Joshua David King have a hologram print? He had something cool. I don't remember what, but yes. I would say definitely get one from JDK first if you have to pick. Looking at the stuff. Converting the price of my country's currency. Joshua's energy is unmatched. That is true. Look at things. Read. Think about the print shipping fees being the real Nakama that we met along the way. Nice. Fan P.O. Box. I do have a P.O. Box. It's message me. I do have a P.O. Box. Message me on Twitter, I guess. Yeah. That's the best way, probably. It's probably the best way. Yeah, but I do have a P.O. Box. Let's see. My opinion on Crunchy Chip. I do like the Crunchy Chip has like, not wolf friend, but you know what I mean? Like edible wolf friend. Well, not edible wolf friend. That's like carnivores, but you know what I mean? I like Crunchy Chip. I've not spent as much time as I probably should with Crunchy Chip, but I like Crunchy Chip. I got no hate for Crunchy Chip. Looking at the things. I've been enjoying this very vocally strenuous season of My Hero. It has been vocally strenuous, but again, after, I feel like, especially with Endeavor, after that first high-end Nomu fight, like, you can't hurt me. I'm beyond pain. I will say also when he grabs Shigaraki that one time. It's nice to be not the one who's on fire. After a while of doing this, you do so many video games and shows where like, okay, it's time to be shot, it's time to be electrocuted, it's time to be on fire. I'm glad that with Endeavor, he can be on fire without being on fire, like the one who's actively like burning and shrieking. So that's a nice perk. Let's see. Okay, I hope you like Body Pillow. Oh my, what have I signed on for? Well, let's see. T Knight and Eclair. Yup, I love them both. Write that down. That's what I have to say about Eclair. Because I heard a bunch. And T Knight is all strong, which I like. T Knight kind of reminds me of Dark Cacao, just as far as the stern, low voice, getting the job done kind of thing. Read the comments. Let's see. I don't know why you're sweating. I missed it. I missed something. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me keep signing. Oh, no. Bougie drink first. I have to say, before I take a sip of my bougie drink, some of the people that are more technologically inclined, like when they stream, it's amazing. They've got like hold screens and wait screens, like little frames that like do the thing and you click this and like it's. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm not good at this because for those of you that got here, when I first started, it was sideways. I had the thing thinking it was going to be in landscape mode, and the image was sideways, and I couldn't fix it, so I just had to like rotate everything, and that's why there's so much headroom above me. People are really good at this. It's amazing, and I realized that with my current level of knowledge, which is basically bottomed out at 0, I can't fulfill my dream of being like an actual VTuber, like potato VTube rig. Like, I'm gonna have to learn some things if I want to be a potato. But to be a potato, I think it'd be worth it. Okay, now I can have a drink. Sip of my bougie drink. I see Custom Documakara, your shop specially made a living doing cons, been at 10 years now. Hats off to that. Anyone who can, like, make the money doing the cons and do it consistently and do it for, like, extended amount of time, like, good on you. I do not have that sense of business acumen, so that's impressive. Be the best potato I can be. I mean, that's every day of my life, basically. Yeah, sign a couple more prints. Oh, I meant to ask before, video games. What are you guys playing? I want to know. Tell me in the comments. I'm playing Fire Emblem Engage. But I've also heard I should play Tunic. My friend John told me that Tunic is amazing. And I finally got around to playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I'm in a little bit. But I got to the point where I heard it got super grindy, and I was like, oh, I don't have the time for, like, super duper grindy. And also the turn-based thing, like, while valid, and I get why they're doing it, because the whole, you know, Dragon Quest thing that what's his name is into, like, I think I like the other style of Yakuza games. I haven't played them all, but I think turn-based was probably not my own personal jam. So I bailed on that. I've got some other stuff to play. I got The Quarry, got France, Plague, Rats, Plague Tale. The second one of those, I really like the first one. I have the second one still to play. Have Stray. I haven't played it yet, but I bought it. So yay for that. And then there was something else that what'd I get? I bought it and I played it. I'm like, okay, cool, that happened. I forget. But again, games, backlog, it's a whole thing. Let me look at the list, see what people are playing. Personas, some Pokemon, some Fire Emblem Engage, some Sky Children of the Light, some Yakuza Like a Dragon, some Cuphead. Woo, Cuphead! Played it, beat it, didn't go back for the DLC because it happened so long afterwards that my brain forgot how everything worked, but Space for the Unbound. Wait a minute. How are you liking a Space for the Unbound, Thief of Apples? Warcraft, Engage, Final Fantasy 14. Oh, cool. I don't know if it's ever going to come out, but I really hope that when Skull and Bones comes out that it's fun, because we've all waited so long for a pirate game. It's basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag without the Assassin's Creed part. Just give us the pirate game already. I want to play it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done screaming about the pirate game. I'm probably not done screaming about the pirate game, but maybe I am. I'm going to sign a couple more prints. This next one is for Kim Z. That one is for Kim Z. And I'll do another one while I'm here. This one coming up is for Jordan Hunt. Another Dio print. There you go, Jordan. I've got a little wire rack that I put them on next to me. It's like cookies coming out of the oven. It's very wholesome. I'll do one more Dio print while I'm here. After a sip of my bougie drink. I thought I spilled it on myself, but I think it was just condensation. This one has many words. This one's for you, Matthew. This one, I'll put the date on the back as per your request later, just so I'm not having wet ink on both sides at once, because that seems like a thing I would do. I will say, easier to write a long quote on a print than on the tiny window of a Funko Pop box. That is a thing that I have learned I am not great at. Let's see, let me do one more right now, and then I'll go back to the comments. This one's another Cookie Run Kingdom print. This one is for Lime. And let me go back, see what's going on in comment land. Let's see. Scrolling. Kirby. Kirby's always good. Kirby's so cute. Did you guys play the Kirby the Yarn game back in the day? That was great. I love that one especially. Let's see. Someone's arena team is Caramel Arrow, Hollyberry, Espresso, Black Pearl, and Pure Vanilla. I think right now I've got Erica Mendez Cookie. I've got Squid Baby Cookie. I've got Dark Cacao. Pretty sure I've got Eclair on the team. Writing that down like you do. And then I think I have Sleepy Moon Cookie at present. Because I think there's that one mission where they'll like have her on the team for yay many fights or victories. So I think that's my current team. And then I'm just chugging away at those K-Hound anniversary battles. Which I should probably have multiple teams and switch them out based on what modifiers come up, but I just keep hitting the reroll button until I get like, you know, attack bonus, critical cooldown bonus, and damage bonus. When they're like, if you have 2 of these and you've got 4, that like I'm never super good about min-maxing those. Let's see. Kyamyans. Dark Cacao saying to Arby's, Yup. I definitely, when I was digging through materials, it's not going on the demo, but I definitely was like, let's watch the those Germany bloopers again. It's been a minute. Let's see. Scrolling. Some people played Kirby's Epic Yarn, which I'm very happy about. And any favorite Digimon character I voiced? Probably the one that I did for the game, the little red dinosaur that I did for the game, because people were so like shocked and sort of disturbed by the fact that he looks all cute and little, and then my voice was like, we have to do the thing, blah blah blah. So probably that one, just for the sort of the mental dissonance factor that I inflicted on people. Look at the prints again. Actually, I'm gonna look outside. It's cloudy here, which I like. It was rainy and cloudy in LA, which I love, even though I'm clumsy and I fell down in the rain. And then it got sunny and kind of warm. I didn't like that so much. But then today, it's cloudy again. I'm not down with that. So, because someday it'll be summer, it'll be 110 and I'll hate it. So, I like the cold. I like the rain and the wet. Looking at the comments. It's like a video calling your uncle. He's prepared to send his gifts for you. But see, calling your uncle, like your uncle wouldn't even know how to FaceTime. Well, if I were your uncle wouldn't know how to FaceTime. I think I do know how to FaceTime, but I never do. It's so weird. They invented FaceTime, but no one even answers their phone anymore because it's all just bots and scams anyway. So I feel like FaceTime is this weird technology sort of trapped in amber. It's a fossil to be enjoyed by future generations as like this little technological oddity. I don't FaceTime. I already answered the phone. Ben Lepley is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. What is this? Oh my God. Ben Lepley, when did you get here? You're great. I miss you, dude. You're wonderful. I really do miss you. There's a little thing that went across. There's a little like gift box and it says his name and now it's scrolling away. Damn, dude. Just rolling in here like Santa Claus. Thanks, Ben. I know you're watching. Look at that. Ben Lepley's great. I'm not just saying that because he rolled in here and gave people stuff. Like, that's an actual objective true thing. Well, now I have to... This is also, you know, even those of you that didn't just get the tier 1 sub from Ben, you still got a gift. Because here's the thing. I don't do this very often, but if Ben is going to give people subscriptions, now I feel like I have to do this more so that he's not wasting his money. So, playing that 4D chess, Ben. I hope you're well. I imagine you're connected from a laptop next to a swimming pool right now. I hope you're drinking Baja Blast, and I hope you're like in a hot tub right now. That's what I want for you. Hell, that's what I want for me. But I especially want that for you because I feel like that plays into the shtick. So, yes, your hair is gorgeous. I haven't seen it lately, but I assume that hasn't changed. Never tell me if you get a buzz cut. Let's see, looking at the comments. Tiger Toes is excited. I'm excited too. Let's see, looking at the comments. That's a lot of gifts, free gifts. Yay, more pretzels. Ben is unmatched in many things. It's true. No, we're in the long run, Patrick. You're really in it now. Damn, you're not wrong. Damn you, Ben Lepley, you beautiful, wonderful man. Well, I guess I'll sign more prints. Now that I've been love-bombed into streaming more by Ben Lepley. This one coming up is another dark cacao print for Bianca. This one's for Bianca. Also, Ben, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, Ben, but if you're still here, like, I don't know, comment in the comments, like, when you stream, or give him your link, or do whatever the people do. Like, yeah, although you guys are probably already following Ben. You should. Let's see, he's gonna be surprised when he sees this. What am I? Cheers. A hype train is close. I don't even know what that means. There's a hype train coming. More gifts. Oh, God. Guys, there's a timer. It says in 1 minute and 15 seconds, a hype train is close. Like, this seems like danger. I feel like I'm in Elden Ring and I walked into a room and a big old life bar just showed up on the screen. I had to verify. I have a Baja Sunday Patrick and all. Oh, Ben, there he is. A little box around him. That's great. Means 2 or more people gifted subs. Oh my gosh. Hype train. Wait. Spoogle's gifted subs. See, I saw that pop up, but I thought that was still the Ben one because I didn't read. I'm not so good at reading. Oh my God, you'll have a limited time during exclusive emotes. I think they mean you guys, not me, right? I don't know. Hype train, 81. What does this all mean? 4.5 minutes, and it's at 81. You guys can read. That's probably on your screen too. I imagine. I don't know. Hype train level 3. Taking this hype train to the moon. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Who got bits, bro? I don't know. I don't know who's got bits. Confused Patrick noises. You're not wrong. Oh man, I should be better at this. If there's gonna be a hype train, I'm so sorry, Ben. Like, you came in here giving gifts, and I feel like you came down the chimney and like you're like ho ho ho, Merry Hypemas, and I'm like, I don't have stockings over the fire. I just have this old sock that I like, blue taped to the fireplace. Well, hype train. Pew 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 pew. I don't know. I'm gonna sign a print and just watch that timer go down a little bit. That's a lot. Hype train. Woo-hoo! Hype train? I don't know. Bits and subs are made for the channel. It's a good thing, Mr. Seitz. I think we're overwhelming your uncle. I don't know how this works. It's great though. I assume it's a good thing. No one's gonna I'm not getting... Hype train isn't like I'm getting swatted or anything, so I guess that's good. I guess there wouldn't be a timer letting me know if I were, so it's definitely not that. I'm going to sign a print before the hype train shows up and does whatever it does. Is this like the train from Final Fantasy VII? Do I have to suplex the hype train? Is that how this works? I don't know. This next print is to Calogero. That's a beautiful name. I've never encountered that name. Calogero. Calogero, which I'm probably saying wrong, and I apologize for that, because it's really visually a beautiful name. Let's see. Make sure I got the right one. It's another dark cacao. Let's see. I know that I can't see that timer right now, but I know it's going. All right, this one's for Calogero. And I'm gonna sign another one, but first I have to compulsively click back and see what's going on with the hype train. Level 4. I don't know how we got here. I think it reset the timer a little bit because I feel like that's where the timer was before. So level 4 is happening. We're going Super Saiyan here. Let's see. Dear, making dark cacao as a sloth. I don't complain about that. You got me cosplay subscribed with Prime. There's a crown. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh. Wait, stuff's happening. Oh my God, more stuff's happening. It's still level 4. There's that little timer. It just went up to 60. Oh, it went up to 69%, 70%. I don't know what's happening. Wait, another subscribed to Prime. This is great, guys. I don't understand the specifics of what's going on here, but I think it's all positive. That's really cool. I just like you guys are like throwing bits at your FaceTime and uncle. I don't know. I feel like your uncle would be proud of you. I'm proud of you. I don't have to understand a thing to be proud. That's what it means to get old. Did you happen to sign one for Lime? Yes. Let me grab that one. I'll hold it up. That happened recently. That is... Yes. The Lime print is signed. Oh man, hype train's crazy. Look at the thing, everything, da da. I enjoy the community's helping you out and confusing you at the same time. It's true. It's I really do need a Twitch crash course. I just so you guys know, I mean, this is how bad I am at this. I've got a phone that is hanging from the top of my desktop computer by one of those little pop dealy attachment thingies, because my computer apparently is now, it's not too old to like watch Twitch, but it's too old to actively stream because I am old. And I'm like, I bought this computer a year and a half ago. But then if I do the math, I'm like, no, I bought this computer like 12 years ago. So that's what it means to get old. Look at the things. Thank you for the clip. Thank you for the clip. Also, I feel like this is my very first hype train. Definitely my very first level 4 hype train, I think, right? I'm sure one of you told me if I'd had a hype train before. Pretty sure I haven't had a hype train. Spookles. Wait, is that an I or an L? That's also what getting old means. You can't tell if it's an I or an L. I hope you saw it. Let me know if you saw me hold that up, that was showing up. Yeah, I guess I'll sign more prints. Hype train. Although I feel like I should be, I'm gonna wait the next minute until the hype train timer stops. I feel like having been so excited about the hype train, I should be paying active attention when the hype train rolls into the hype station. I don't know. When it chugs off into the hype sunset. I don't know. But this is great. Let's see. Oh, surprise, I'm the voice of Baumkichen. The voices are so different. Yes. I like getting to be Baumkuchen. Also because I like Baumkuchen in real life. It's tasty as hell. I just like the idea that it's like a cake that also looks like a slice out of a tree. Baumkuchen's wonderful. I had some matcha Baumkuchen the other day, and that was mwah. I had some regular Baumkuchen the other day too. I'm probably eating too much Baumkuchen. Doesn't matter. Baumkuchen's great. Look at the comments. Oh my god, a level 3 hype train emote. Does this such strong support? Hype train complete level 4, 70%. That's wait, can I it says share. What happens if I click share? Should I click share? I'm gonna click share. I hope that was the right thing. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. Good. I don't know what I just did. It just gave me the option to click a thing and I did it. So I hope that was right. Oh, so many cute little emotes. Where did you come from, emotes? I don't even know. This is great. This has nothing to do with work, but so little of this does really. I would just say, there is an app on my cell phone called Libby, and this is not the Libby people paying me. You can use it to check out audiobooks. You can use it to check out like ebooks. I think you can use it to maybe watch movies. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's free. You can check out books from your library for free. You can attach to your library card. I've been using it a lot these last couple of years to listen to audiobooks as I go on walks, which has been nice. I've gotten healthier over the course of it just by putting on an audiobook and then turning off my brain and not thinking about the fact I'm exercising because I hate exercise. So that's just my way of saying, hey, if you guys go on walks, you want to go on walks, you're looking for a distraction to go to the gym, go on walks, do the thing, putt around the house, do chores, whatever. If you need something to sort of pull your mind from a thing that you kind of don't want to do, I'm all about free audiobooks. Also, sometimes I listen to the audiobooks and it's people I know. And I'm like, they're great. Oh my gosh, now I can admire my friends doing something else wonderfully. I listened to a sci-fi book called The Body Scout recently, and Greg Chun was the narrator. And I didn't know going in there was going to be Greg Chun. I just pull up this book. It looks interesting. I start off and then Greg Chun's talking at me for 10 hours. That's great. What a holiday that is. So, audiobooks. That's my random non sequitur. And let's see, looking at the things. Hype train go choo choo. It's true. It really did. That was great. Some people have stars. Some people have little boxes next to their names. This is wonderful. I don't understand half of what's going on, but it's a beauty to watch. I guess I'll sign more prints because writing my name is something I still marginally understand. Let me shake my pen. And let me switch over to the thing that tells me. Okay, this next one is a Dark Cacao print for Alex. Alex, that one is for you. Mark that one off. I'll do another one while I'm here. So I have a question about Twitch and about you guys, but I'm going to wait till I sign one or two more of these so I can look at the comments after I ask. This one is for Crispy, which you'd think would be a Cookie Run Kingdom thing, but it's a Dio print, so who knows? This one is for Crispy. Cool. cool. Let me go back to the comments. Okay, so my question. Wait, let me look at the comments real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Only the real ones have been on the hype train with Patrick Seitz. I mean, I try to be exclusionary, but you're not wrong. Let's see. Patrick has to be scared every time he signs a print because for all he knows, there's going to be another hype train. I don't know how this works. There could be. There could be like a hype train cooldown. There could be like Return of Hype Train. It could be like the end of Deep Blue Sea when the shark jumps out of the water and gets Samuel L. Jackson right when you think they're making a plan. I don't know. Let's see. He needs a Milky Way hype train emote. That'd be so cute. Milky Way cookie is sassy and tired. I get that. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Looking at things. Shirts to mark the occasion. Where were you on February 5th, 2023 when the hype train happened? The question I was going to ask, for those of you currently watching and commenting, like, how much, I was trying to get a sense of it, like, how much Twitch, this sounds all rhetorical, maybe judgmental, it's not. How much Twitch do you watch? Like, do you also stream? Do you stream and watch? Are you just watching? Like, how many people do you follow? I really, I can tell I'm old because for the most part, I'd rather like play the game than watch someone play the game. Like, I'll like pull up video, like walkthroughs if I get stuck on a thing. But for the most part, if I have the time to do the thing, especially since I'm old, I'd rather do the thing. But I know that I'm in the minority and that like people like watching Twitch is a thing. So I'm just curious, like, how many people you watch, if you stream as well, or just consuming it. Like, what's your, you know, how did you get here? How did you find, not how'd you find me? You followed the link, but you know what I mean? Like, just what's your you know, schedule? I'm reading the things. Let's see. Don't watch often. I was part of Patrick's hype train. All I got was this shirt and a gift sub. Loving that. You got me cosplay, watching the Lava Boys. Well, yeah, because you were doing the Sky Brother Force thing. Yeah, I saw those. Let's see. I can't stream. My computer can't handle me streaming. I feel that. Let's see. I watch many of your VA colleagues here. Ben, do you stream? You must, because you're here. You're rolled in like Santa Claus. You must stream. Is he gone? I love you, Ben Lepley. Goodbye. Let's see. Look at the things. Watch Joshua David King and others. Watch my friends who stream. I watch obscure streamers. I mean, I feel like I'm an obscure streamer. Let's see. Hardly watch anything. My husband has us in tabletop campaigns. He got some YouTube channels. It was just a lot. That's cool. Watch people I've used it. Smaller streams. The only stream I watch is server maintenance. I stream art. Let's see. Do you mind if I tag you on Twitter on art I've made of the stream? Sure. Yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm looking for the angle, but I think it's fine. Yeah. I imagine at a certain point when you're watching stuff, when there's so many people watching and the comments are just flying by, it's hard to sort of get, you know, something noticed, which I guess is why they have the thing where you can pay the bits and get your comment with the little box of the highlights. I like that I can actually track this, which is nice. I know that the whole idea is that if I had more people watching and commenting, I wouldn't be able to track it, but I'd rather be able to track it. I don't see technologically confused Uncle Stream becoming a huge hit with anyone anytime soon. So I think we're all safe. Sip of my matcha latte. Oh no, I keep condensed dripping on my... No! Ah! Kind of off topic. Love Live. The mobile game Love Live is sunsetting, I think, at the end of March. Look it up. I wrote it down somewhere. But the game is closing, so go on and play one more time. Make sure you devour all your non-rare classmates before you go. Have just one last bacchanalia of Love Live cannibalism. And save whatever artwork you really like, because it's going away. That game lasted a long time. I'm glad it did, because I had some fun with that. I remember one time at, was it Anime Boston? Yeah, Anime Boston, they had like a special like merch table, and they also had a competition where people could like compete live for prizes. And I got to compete, and I didn't win, but it was fun getting to compete. There was a time when these old thumbs could hold their own at the Love Live. So, Nico Neo. Looking at the comments, let's see. I believe in matcha supremacy. It's so tasty. Am I okay, Uncle Seitz? I mean, I don't smell burnt toast, so it could be worse. Let's see. Looking at the thing, more of a watch later and buy from the shop than a bit person. People like streaming. Have I played Project Sakai? I have not. There's a second Love Live. There might be a second Love Live coming out, but I mean, I liked the original. I liked the original crew a lot, so I feel like it's as much about the characters as it is about the actual thing existing. So there might be, but I don't know if it'll inhabit the same place in my old heart as the first one did. Let's see. Where does it say? Oh, there it is. There's 40 people watching. That's crazy. Hello, 40 people. I'm sorry that I'm in portrait mode for those of you that just got here recently. I tried to go landscape and it didn't work out so well. I conceded defeat very quickly. I feel like Dark Cacao would try Love Live but not be good at it. I don't know if he'd be like hitting the buttons with his sword, or if he would be like, "You shall kneel," as he's trying to, doing the thing. Damn your eyes, as he's confounded by the combos and whatnot. That's how I feel. Your doggo says hi. Hello, doggo. What kind of doggo? I mean, it doesn't matter. I say hi to any doggo. I'm not. Doggos are great. When I'm out in the world, like driving around, I'll be like, pupper, doggo. Like I'm very easily distracted by dogs. Because they're so cute. They're so good. They're so good and cute. Oh, it's a little doxy named Panzer. I love that. Old man Cacao wouldn't know how to use a phone anyway, probably. Yeah, or he would do the thing where he like holds it up and talks at it like your grandparents do. You know what I'm talking about. Keep Dio away from the doggos. Ooh, you're not wrong. I hated that part. Yeah. Let's see. Favorite Hector alt from Fire Emblem Heroes. I mean, the Valentine's one is great, but then I also like the Halloween one, where they're like all dressed up and going out, like it looks like they're going out trick-or-treating, because that's cute too. I mean, all Hector is good Hector. Well, probably that one, because it's the two of them and they're all dressed up and she's got little paws and he looks like a wizard. It's pretty fun. He asks someone to tell him what a Twitter is. Probably. Doesn't know how to turn the brightness up. I mean, I barely know how to turn the brightness up, so I ain't hating. I'm going to sign a couple prints while I'm here. Shake that pen. Get that paint going. This one is for Bennett. I could pronounce that wrong. Benit. It could be Benet, but I'm just assuming it's Bennett. But it could not be Bennett. I'm putting the bread quote, since they asked for a quote of choice, and it's a Dio print. So I'm also drawing a little sour Dio, which still kind of looks like an angry bear, but I found that the bigger I go with the doodle, the sort of less inscrutable it is. I mean, can you tell he's a loaf of bread, like front view of a loaf of bread, but with eyeballs and fangs. So I hope Bennett isn't like, why did you draw a bear on my Dio print? I tried, Bennett. Mark that one off. And I'll do another one while I'm here. This one is for Danny Bubby Diaz. Or Bubby. I just think Bubby. Hey, my Bubby, what's up? There's another Dio print. for Danny. Mark that one off. Just check a thing real quick. Switch back over to the comments. Let's see. Ginger Brave, I have to. Let's see. Oh, for Bianca. Yes. Yes. There is the one for Bianca. Let's see. Ginger Brave, I have to ask you, what does it mean when people call me scrunkly? That is entirely fair. Let's see. Thing. Old man Dark Cacao using all his apps on light mode. How dare you? How dare you? I mean, until someone told me dark mode existed, yes. But how dare you? Let's see. Looking at the things. Yes, I held up the Bianca one. Yes. Reading the con. Dio Bretto. I like that too. That also works. I made the art and tagged you on Twitter. I will check that out after the fact. But thank you for tagging me on that. Let's see. Looking at things. Read. Confused Dark Cacao screaming. All day, every day. In my head, at least, if not aloud, but yes. Awesome. Got myself caught up. Well, let me ask, since I asked before about Twitch, and Twitch is where we are. If I were to Twitch more, which, again, I feel like I have to, because we had the hype train, and we had, Santa, Ben Lepley, and others of you throwing around the subscriptions willy-nilly, which is great. Some like this where I'm talking, it's not always going to be tied to Prince. I could just, get on here and chew the fat. Talking stuff, streaming, playing games, what are you guys generally into? Let's see what people say. I'm not sure how much delay there is between me saying the thing and it going live, so. Q&A sessions. Good call. Yes. I like that the loading crew has a train icon. That's great. Mostly chatting is fine by me. Oh, the question was just what, should I do talking Twitch? Should I do, game streaming Twitch? Are any of you guys super emotionally invested in me figuring out a potato tuber? I could drink all the matcha latte in the world. If there were more in this cup, I'd drink it. I feel like Galactus when it comes to matcha latte. VA tips, director tips, things I have specialties in. Joke's on you thinking I know how to do things. Let's see. That's a good idea, though. Looking things, chatting, be a potato, console gaming stuff. They know how to do it. Chatting be nice, gaming club streams, especially a lot of people stop going to game. That's fair. Okay, cool. So the general vibe I'm getting from this is no one is necessarily popping in being like, if you do such and such, I'm going to burn the house down. So it sounds like it's open to different things. I'll try to get it set up and do different kinds of things. I feel like the potato thing will be the toughest because that requires knowledge that I don't have, as do so many things. But I especially don't know how to be a potato. I know how to be a potato, but I don't know how to Twitch a potato. Yeah. I'll do some. I'm going to go do some. I'll keep the stream open for sure. Thank you for keeping the stream open. We got someone new coming in here. We were at 40 people, then we were at 39, now we're at 41. Not that I'm following it obsessively. I just figured out where it is on the screen, so it's like my new info. Welcome. There was a hype train before. We got to level 4. I'm still parsing what that means, but a lot happened on screen. It's really cool. Looking at things. Dad joke stream. Oh my god, that'd be like a 12-hour It'd be like a 12-hour stream. Let me sign a couple more prints while my brain reels at the thought of a dad joke stream. I could have special guests. Let's see. This next one is another Dio print for Brendan. This one's for you, Brendan. Bam! And your first kiss from Dio. Instead of JoJo. Click that one. All right. Another one of these up-close sort of headshots of Dio. No name on this one, but they wanted the quote, "Behold the world." So, there you go. Let me go back to the comments, see what's going on with you guys. Let's see. You were expecting another hype train, but it was me, Dio. That's fair. That's fair. Now I want to draw Dio is like a train, like Thomas the Train Engine, but I feel like that falls beyond my... I mean, as you've seen, even drawing Dio as a loaf of bread is a little tough. Although I realized why I feel like today in particular my Dio drawings are looking like a little angry bear. Because sometimes when I draw a Dio, I do a... I'll show you guys if I can find a piece of scratch paper. Sometimes when I draw Sour Dio, so sometimes when I draw him, I give it that little bit of like perspective, that three-dimensionality that makes it clear that he's, I mean, he might be the back of a Barca lounger, but he's definitely not a bear. Like you look at that and you're like, that's not a bear. That might be a loaf of bread. But also I'm not good at drawing. But I think that's what my little Sour Dio doodles today have lacked to sell what they are. Let's see. Tempted to make an emote of Sour Dio. You should. Someone should. Not me, clearly. I have no chops. Let's see. All right. Let me check a thing. I think somebody got a print while this all has been happening. Let me reach into my drawer and get it. Let's see. Is that one? Can you do me a favor and just make sure there's not a 78 in there? It'd be one of the torso ones. I don't think there is. It's at the second to last spot. Let's see. somebody got in on this one. Let me write this down real quick. Actually, I will, just so I don't smudge it. Cool. Awesome. This one, the person didn't put their name, but they wanted a quote. So, a quote they shall get. Put that one there. I've only got one print left to sign. I'm obviously going to stick around and chat a little more after I do it, but I'm going to sign this last print just to know that I got them all. In case there's a power outage or I suddenly lose consciousness. Not that I'm expecting either of those things to happen, but why tempt fate? Cool. Is that last one? No name on that one, but threw in a little the world quote like you do, and signature. Mark that off, and I'll go back to the comments. See what's going on here. Let's see. Vampire bread, yes. Someone screenshot sour dio, crop it, and there's the emote. Oh God, it should be better than that. People listening while they're sewing. I guess that's a question I have about Twitch too. Like when you guys are watching, is it I don't want to say active watching because that makes the others sound pejorative, but like, is it the thing that you are actively doing, or is it like hey, I'm doing something else and I've got it on, in the background as like sort of chatter. And that's not me dissing it. Like, I get it. My my video is not some, audio visual feast for the senses. Like, I can totally get putting it on and just listening. Let's see. Bunny, redeemed, highlight my message. I don't know if that means that you're saying, yes, you saw it, or that I saw it. Bunny. Yes, I did sign the Bianca print. I'm gonna hold that up one more time if I can locate it. Boom, Bianca print signed. And that could have been you just clicking like, hey, I saw that you did. Again, I'm not great at this, so if I just held that up superfluously, sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you so much. Glory to the Cacao Kingdom. I love that. Look at the thing. People doodling, browsing while they look. Background chatter. That is nice. You made it. Okay. Bunny, did you see it? Did you see the Bianca print got signed? I hope so. But yes, I totally did. College homework doesn't finish itself. That is very true. Let's see. I guess, you know what? Let me sip the last dregs of this. Oh. Picked up my drink and my whole coaster came with me. So good at this. All fun talking to you, being a part of the stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Let's do a little Q&A. Let's do a mini Q&A. So throw your questions at me and I'll see what I can do. There's a Twitch extension where people can buy you food and drinks. It's the unlimited matcha hack. Oh my god. I feel like that would very quickly turn into the Simpsons where he's eating the donuts in hell. They're like, you like donuts? Let's see what happens if you eat all the donuts. Although that is cool. That makes me think of back in the day. I forget if it was in World of Warcraft or EverQuest. This was like back in the day. They had this short-lived thing where you could like order a pizza from within the MMO. I never did it, but I was like, man, what a world we're living in. What a miraculous world. Let's see. Favorite Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon. I like Chikorita and I like Eevee. I know that makes me pretty basic, but I like them both a lot. Also, I like Togepi, like the little baby version. I call it Diaper Star because that's what it looks like to me. Let's see. Question. Let's see. Favorite beverage. That's a fair question. I really like orange juice, but it's acidic and it's like 8,000 calories a glass and it's expensive, so I don't usually... You know those things that if you buy them, like, you immediately don't have them because you just eat all of it? That's how I feel about orange juice. Like, you could give me a thing of orange juice, just be like, go, and I'd be like, gah, 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 and I'll be gone. So I love orange juice, but I try to not go insane on it, but it's really good. Let's see. EverQuest. Just noticed my shirt. Was always like voicing in Danganronpa. Danganronpa is pretty dark. Also yelled about shit a lot because what's his name? Nakamaru in Danganronpa. So a lot of yelling, a lot of talking about poop. Like you do. Let's see. What are thoughts about Hector being overprotective? I mean, I'm not a dad. I tell the dad jokes, but I feel like the overprotective father is a time-honored tradition / trope that, you know, it's gotta be a thing. I get it. Oh, let's see. Do I like Holly Berry and Dark Cacao's friendship? I do. I like that there's someone that, like, you know, tries to get him to lighten up and has been on the scene long enough and has enough authority and cachet herself that she can be like, come on, live a little. Because I feel like a lot of people would not take that, you know, tone with him. Best dad joke. Oh, for as much as I like dad jokes and puns, I've got that thing too where when someone's like, the best one, suddenly they're all out of my head. So I don't have a specific one in mind. Ooh. Tea. That's great. Thank you, unseen hand of the economy. Reading the comments. How is orange juice expensive? Tang is kind of cheap over here. I can probably get Tang, but also, like, I'm sort of an orange juice elitist. Like, I'm not about the Tang, and also not about the Sunny D. Sunny Delight's, like, too sweet or too syrupy for me. Like, I want me some Tropicana. But Tropicana is also, I feel like, super expensive. Or I'm just cheap. One of the two. You play a lot of dads for not being a father. That's kind of funny. That's true. And a lot of the people who play my kids are older than me, which is also great. That'll always make me laugh. In 20 years, what will people be nostalgic for? Man. I don't know. Because it's so hard to imagine what the world will be like in 20 years. Just because I think back to like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and how different the world is now from then. I mean, I feel like that's always the case, but I feel like prognostication is especially murky, given how much the world has changed a lot in just a short amount of time. So I'm asking, do I have archived streams of past signings from around November? I'd have to go digging. I'm not sure how long Twitch like keeps things, or if it keeps enough to toggle it. I know that's not a super useful answer. Let me go mucking around after the fact and see what I can find out, because I might. I'm not sure. Reading the comments. Nekomaru's name means 2 round cats. I mean, I feel like I'm 2 round cats, so that fits. Let's see, look at the thing. Tea time. Going to sleep. Someone's going to sleep. Good night. I forget where you were in from, but I mean, I say that, but it's 1:15 in the afternoon here. I could go to sleep. I could take a nap. It's the weekend. Like, live your best life. Oh, let's see. Deletes VODs after like 2 months. How would Ragnar fare in the Sailor Moon universe? I think he'd do okay. I mean, he's been through some stuff. I feel like Ragnar in the Sailor Moon universe would maybe fare better than Sailor Moon characters in the Ragnar universe, if that makes sense. I think he can hang. I will go looking. If you message me somehow and remind me to look, or at least I can get back to you and let you know. But I'll try tinkering with it. I guess check my Twitch channel page. I don't know. Soon, and if it's there, then yes, I will try to see if it's still around. I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Reading. Yeah. Remember the hype train? I know Ben Lepley still isn't here, but what if he were secretly hiding? What if he were just like lurking, waiting to strike again? I say strike like it's pejorative, but you know what I mean. Like, bursts out of nowhere, gives gifts, choo-choo's the hype train. This is really good. Thank you, unseen hand, for the boon of this cold drink. Reading the thing about orange. It's supposed to be from 1,000 oranges. What is this drink that's from 1,000 oranges? I would drink that. It sounds like something from One Piece. Like the thousand orange juice fruit. I don't think it works like that. Looking. King's Game. Wait, did I? I forget. Oh, speaking of anime, have you guys watched Ranking of Kings? It's great. I love Boji. Boji's awesome. And that second OP slaps. I hope you guys have watched Boji. I would protect Boji. Like, someone's watching it right now. Someone's like, I've not watched it. Favorite anime. There's so much good stuff. I mean, and granted, with stuff coming out so fast now, I'm not going to pretend like I'm up on everything now. Like, that's impossible given my schedule and how fast stuff moves. But having worked on this stuff for over 20 years, I feel like I've watched a fair amount of it. It's so much good anime. I will say, I am biased, I admit, but I am a big fan of Monster. Got to direct the dub and be in it back in the day, 13, 14 years ago. It's currently up on Netflix. The dub isn't up, just the sub, but still worth watching. Monster is one of those franchises where I'm like, read the manga, watch it in English, watch it in Japanese, just experience it. Like, it is more important that you experience it than any, like, dub partisanship from me. Like, it's a really, really good, taut story. But then you've got Anohana, you've got your Lion April, you've got so many good things. You've got Sengoku Basara, you've got first season of Psycho-Pass, you've got Ranking of Kings. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. You can sort of go forever. You know what I mean? Like, you're never going to run out of content. Which one was I thinking of? Oh, Romeo x Juliet. If you have a chance to watch the dub for Romeo x Juliet, I'd say go for it, especially if you can have the subtitles up at the same time. That's one where we just went. There were a couple different writers on it. Taliesin Jaffe was the lead writer on it. I remember the day where I was like, Taliesin, can I go nuts? Like, can I do the thing? And he's like, yeah, do the thing. I'm like, okay, but if you let me do the thing, you're never going to be able to, like, rein me in again. Like, you're going to let me off the leash. I'm just going to, like, run for the horizon with that. And he's like, yeah, do the thing. So I did the thing. and what I found out over the course of writing some of the episodes of Romeo x Juliet is there's a lot more Shakespeare living rent-free in my head than I thought there was. I was amazed at how much we were able to incorporate it into a medium that has like lip flap and timing, like where you can't just pick a thing and run with it if it doesn't like fit the moment and literally fit the timing. But that was a real fun experiment and thing to do. That was made with the juice of 1,000 oranges, if oranges were Shakespeare folios. Looking at the comments. Yes, Monster. First season of Psycho-Pass. Looking. Zub. Awesome. Someone not liking subs. Subs are fine. If you want to read a thing, if you want to listen to a thing, like, I ain't hating. Which Fire Emblem games have I had the chance to play? I played Awakening back in the day, because that was the first one that I directed, so played Awakening. Directed but didn't play Warriors, because I didn't have a Wii U. I've played Heroes on and off over the years. Obviously, definitely played Three Houses. Have not played Three Hopes yet. Mostly because I'm like, I know what's going on here. Also because I'm probably not great at... my brain forgot the term for them. You know what I'm thinking. The Dynasty Warriors games. The ones that we're fighting all the time. Like that one. And then I've gotten a little bit into Fire Emblem Engage, but I'm not super far. Because I'm trying to do all the side stuff, and I'm always at the Somnial, obsessively running around and picking up whatever consumables I can find. So, and I think I played Fates for like an hour, and then I got sidetracked with something. So, I played a fair amount of the current... Can I say current generation about Awakening? I know it's a little bit of a misnomer, but you know what I mean. Like the batch that came out in English in the same general time frame as they did in Japan. I think of that as the current generation. Muso Games, yes, thank you, Muso Games. It was around the tip of my tongue. I was like, Muso Games. Looking at other comments, other questions. I forgot what I was looking for. Someone's like, you directed Awakening? Yes, I directed Awakening. Although that was... feels like a different lifetime because there was so much less dialogue than there was in something like, Three Houses, by comparison. It's been a minute. I think I saw the other day there was like the 10-year anniversary of that coming out, maybe longer. Somebody posted a thing about it. There was like, it's the blah, blah, blah anniversary of Awakening coming out in English. And I was like, wow, I'm old. VA question. Did I take classes or hire coaches when I first started out? I did. I did musicals in high school. That was my intro into this whole thing. And then I took acting and singing lessons with the lady that directed the musicals, because she had studied with Strasberg back in the day, because this was back in the day and she was already super old. So, the fact that there was overlap between her life and Lee Strasberg was like, whoa, what? So took those, and then when I moved out to LA after college, I took voiceover specific workshops. Took a lot of general workshops, took audiobook workshops, paid to have a demo made. Especially back then, there really wasn't a lot of recourse for like making your own demo. Like home mics and home recording software weren't as sort of commonplace as they are now. So yeah, no, I definitely jumped through the hoops with classes and workshops. And then later on too, took a lot of like specific one-off workshops with particular directors to find out like, okay, this is what this person's looking for. This is what that person's looking for. This is what this person prefers. This is, the likes and dislikes of this particular director. I remember the day when I did the math and the money I had earned from voiceover finally equaled the money that I had spent on classes and workshops and the demo, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it took a hot minute to get there, like, especially because for me at least, it's not like I hit the ground running. It was like, oh, a couple projects, couple more projects, couple more projects. And eventually, from working with folks and hopefully doing a good job and, acquitting yourself well, you sort of, build up a reputation. But that took some doing. Like, it was definitely not hitting the ground running, I think, as much as one can today, just because there's so much material today, especially on the anime side of things. With simuldubs, there's so much stuff constantly coming out that if you can get a foot in the door, there's a lot of work experience to be had, which is great. But I feel like when I started, 23 years ago, when things were still it comes out in Japan and then we wait a couple years and then the thing finally comes out here, there were just fewer opportunities at any given moment. But knock on wood, still had the luck to get a foot in the door. And that foot is still in the door. Let's see, looking at questions. Favorite musical? I like Chess a lot. Written by ABBA, written by the people that did Mamma Mia and all those songs from the 70s. 80s too? I forget when ABBA did their thing. But yeah, ABBA wrote this musical called Chess about chess and the Cold War and the US and Russia, and it was a very specific product of its very specific time. It's kind of a deep cut. I feel like people don't go crazy for it. It's not one that's constantly being revived. It's not like Babby's first musical, but I really do like Chess. So, looking at questions. Ginny, hello. Welcome to First Time Chat Window. Let's see, looking at the thing. Happy sustainable, really, everything. I have not watched The Rising of the Shield Hero. I saw that question after the fact. I have not. I know people that are in it, but I've not seen it. Stupid question, since you're probably into ABBA. Are you kind of into Ghost, or at least know about them? I don't know that I know about them. Do I know about them? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna Google real quick. I'm just Googling ABBA and Ghost. Is Ghost inspired by ABBA? Oh, no, I don't. But now I'm going to look them up after the fact. Thank you for that heads up, because you've piqued my interest. Let's see. Oh, yup. Ginny loving chess. Yes. Are there any voice acting jobs I regret not taking? I don't. Not that keep me up. Not in the long term. I mean, I feel like. Also worth mentioning, for the most part, like when people come to you with either you've auditioned for the thing and you've gotten the part, or they just approach you with the thing, generally you do it. So I feel like it would be more a question of, are there ones I regret having not landed in the first place? Like, the one that got away. And thankfully, for the most part, that stuff, when it ends up coming out, you see the final product and you're like, oh yeah, that person was fine as such and such. Or, best case scenario, oh yeah, the thing the person did as that character, I wouldn't have done that as well, or I wouldn't have made the choices they made, and I like what they did, so, good times all around. Every now and then you watch the thing and you're like, man, that wasn't great. I've done a better job. But not often. And I feel like also, too, just for my own sanity, I don't go searching out those moments. Like, if someone else beat me out for a thing, I'm probably not going out of my way to be like, let's see what they did with it. Because there's just not a lot to be gained from it. In terms of, like, me, sitting there stroking my beard in judgment mode. So, look at the things, bop. A little more searching. I'm gonna drink more of my delicious cold tea. Ah, that's tasty. Do I have a favorite bird? Oh man, hummingbirds are really cute. And I have a hummingbird feeder, so I've gotten to watch a lot of them recently. Like, they're super cute. They're super little. They try really hard. I like the fact that I can basically give them a bank vault's worth of food, and they can just show up and top off and be okay. Because they have to eat so often just to, like, live. Because they're so little and they burn so much energy. So I'm glad that I can be a little hummingbird charging station for them. I do feel like I pay more attention to birds than I used to. Once I found out they were all drones. No. I pay more attention to birds. I don't know if that's just... I feel like it's a very stereotypical part of getting old. Old man Seitz. Bird watching. Loving the birds. Oh, they're so cute, the birds. I will say where I live in LA, we have wild parrots. Like domesticated green parrots that either were released, a couple decades ago or got away, but now there's like flocks of wild, big, green parrots, and they sound insane. Like, sometimes they'll roost in a tree and there's like 50 of them, they're all squawking and screaming, and you're like, what's going on? But they're pretty cool too. It's neat. It's a neat thing in the morning hearing them go by, or in the evening as they're flying back to roost. It's a very specific weird LA thing. Or we go to places in LA where people just have peacocks living in their neighborhood, and you'll drive by someone's house and all the peacocks are like roosting in their lawn like they're a bunch of like models on a magazine cover. It's very weird. The peacocks, like, they run the place. You can tell they don't care. Like, if they're crossing the street, you just stop and wait. So yeah, birds are cool. Definitely not drones. Looking at the questions. Reading the thing. Oh, I'm gonna click this thing real quick. I had a little pop-up thing. It was like, click here. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. They fight with sparrows. We get hawks around here too. A couple. I feel like there's a tree near me that is I think a nest up high. I saw 2 hawks fly to it, and I'm assuming it's a nest. I don't know. I can't see that eye. Looking at the thing. Yup. Yeah. I don't know. My brains are ran out of stuff. I'll probably wrap this up soon, guys. Now, looking at it, I've been going for 2 hours, almost 2.25 hours, which is pretty good. It didn't feel like that long, so thank you guys for chugging along with me. Thank you guys that got prints, but also thank you guys that just like showed up and hung out. That was really cool. Thank you guys that were here for the hype train. I'm glad they're witnesses to that, so I don't wake up tomorrow and think, was it all a fever dream? Was that real? The hype train? It was. Yeah, and for those, I've said this before, so if any of you are like, yeah, sure, whatever, I totally get that, but I'll try to be better about this. I'll try to get on some, well, I don't even want to say like get on a schedule, because I feel like that's maybe a couple steps ahead of where I am, but I'll try to do this more often and see if that coalesces into a regular schedule. But I'll do a little mix-up of just like hanging out and talking and streaming games, because I'm going to play them anyway. But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up. This was fun. I laughed. I learned. I drank some tasty drink. Some people got prints, and some people got subscriptions. Some bits got flung around. Ben Lepley showed up. Guest star Ben Lepley. Yeah, we'll do this again. And I forget the username of the person who was asking about the November signing. Let me muck around in the videos, and if you're still here, see if I can figure that out. So I will try. Oh yeah, let's see. And for those of you that were like, hey, we'll help you out with stuff, I'll probably hit you up for that, because as you've noticed, I'm not great at this. So yes, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Thanks to Jelly Bear and Sugar Gnome, as always, for producing this live broadcast, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye. Oops, I did it wrong.